Hello viewers. Welcome to another episode of The Uttering Mind. I am Mark Utter. I created a movie and revealed to the world that I am an intelligent man. Now I'm embarking on working with my unique communication skills in my newly formed business called Utter Communication Strategies. I like to say I am an inspirational speaker who types to communicate. This is why I am so glad Megan O'Rourke here at CCTV suggested I have this show called The Uttering Mind. I have done 3 shows already, which you can find at the CCTV website and in my blog, which is called Utterly Mark and can be found on my website. I am totally excited that I have a wonderful guest here today. Her name is Nancy Shea.
Do you want to say hi to Nancy?
Hi.
Hi, Mark. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much for asking.
I started having energy work done with Nancy in March, and it has been an incredible source of support for my goal to get myself, my true self, out into the world so I can be of assistance in improving people's abilities to live good lives. Nancy, can you please say how you came to know of me and how we ended up meeting and planning to have our first energy session?
Well, I was blessed to bump into Mark's video. I am in here just by chance on this station, sitting in my living room. Recently moved to Burlington and was just surfing the channels, and there he was. And I was awestruck by the video and took notes and wanted to know more about who this person was. And then again, by chance, which I think it's God's way of staying anonymous, I got to meet Emily through her Bluebird fairy card readings at the Arts Riot truck stop. And we made a fast connection, and I just felt a kindred spirit with Emily Anderson. So little by little, the 3 of us came together, and I wanted to restart my massage energy work here in Burlington, and I wanted to connect with Mark on a deeper level, and for me, it's the best way. So March was our first visit, and it's been an incredible experience.
Nancy, I'm recalling you running into him on Church Street.
Because of the movie, I felt like Mark is a rock star. And I was walking down Church Street, and there you were across the way, and I just was beside myself with excitement because there's just something about you, Mark, that I'm drawn to, that I want to know more about who you are and your journey and what's next for you. So the fact that I got to support you and will support you and continue to support you in this endeavor is, I'm the lucky one. So yeah, I saw you, and I didn't ask you for your autograph, but that's how I felt.
You did send an email, which is a great way to communicate with Mark.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yes, because I didn't want you to feel like you were being accosted by strangers and that there was a connection.
I don't know why this isn't showing the full. There we go.
I think what you do is amazing in how you release things that are help, but also how you notice and regard what really matters, and that is the soul of people. I think people want more from life, but they don't know it is right inside. They just need to tap in and see the wonderful being they are.
I think I knew from the beginning with you that all the extra things that so many of us carry around in the world were not going to be in the way, and that we would be able to work on the soul level immediately. And it isn't true for everybody. And that's okay. We're all in different places. I'm happy to meet people where they are, and just allow for them to have a space where they can be present to themselves, whatever way that looks.
Oh. That is so. True. Oh, that is so true, and I feel blessed to know who I am and how I can assist others. I want to hear a bit about how you came to Vermont.
Well, thank you for asking, because it is a great joy. My granddaughter was born here in Vermont, and my heart felt so pulled to come here and help support my son and his wife, who live in Jericho. And so I got to be a full-time grandmother for the first year of her life, and now I get to support her part-time. So Emma is a big part of how we're together, because she got me here. And now it's time for me to see what else and other ways I can contribute. So I'm grateful for her spirit to have spoken so clearly to get me to Vermont.
I want to hear. I want to hear the poem you easily thought to share with me today.
I would love to, Mark. A good friend of mine happened to post something to me today on Facebook, and it's so appropriate and well-timed. It has to do with our work, and I'm seeing the connection between my work of allowing someone to have space and be with their deepest self and uncover more of who they are, and it's your mission as well. And I love that we're doing the same thing and using our gifts in different ways for the similar goal. And this poem just really spoke to me this morning. She was a galaxy, not one planet. She was a forest, not one tree. She was an ocean, not just one river. But the world had taught her to close and be as small as could be. But she woke up one day longing for that little girl who knew she was living in a small corner and not her entire inner world. And so she slowly unlocked each door, deciding she wanted to play, live, go wild, no longer hide. And that little girl was finally free, the one who carried a dancing universe of galaxies, forests, and oceans inside. C.S. Laurie.
Thank you for thank you for sharing that, and I so agree that people get squeezed into a tiny place inside themselves. I just saw this at a high school I visited. I really think having things be so not normal can be a benefit these days.
Well, one of my favorite sayings is normal is the setting on a dryer. So trying to be normal really is never a goal that I had for myself. Well, no, I take that back. Most of my life I did want to be normal, and then I saw that that wasn't very satisfying. And I think society, we look at people and say, oh, that person has all that going on. They must be happy. They must be fulfilled. And it's so not true. It hasn't been my experience. Everybody, we're all the same. We're all human beings. We're all on the same level. We're all hungering for that same soul food. We're all longing to find that place inside of us where we can know who we are and keep uncovering that. So I think you're very wise to, and I'm happy to know that you see what some people say as disabilities as a benefit. Good for you.
Thank you. I am eager to hear the things you are now dreaming of doing with your wonderful energy.
Thank you for asking, first of all, Mark, because isn't it the questions that people ask that help us to really stop and consider that? And if you hadn't asked me, I mean, I've got it in here, but you know, we're about this. We're about bringing it out. So thank you for asking that question. My dream right now is Granny Nanny. My experience with my granddaughter was such a positive one, and I felt how strongly my beliefs and what feels right for me is to help new parents and do some home daycare. I love working with newborns. I love going into the home. I can imagine supporting parents going to their home when the baby is 3 months old and being there, keeping the baby in the home. I understand people need to do what they need to do, and thank God for these wonderful daycares and all the providers out there who care for children. I just have a strong belief that if it's possible for the baby to stay, the newborn to stay in the home, it's a fabulous situation. And to have the constancy of the parents and a caregiver that's there, the constancy of a schedule, the constancy of the home surroundings. Babies are very fragile and delicate and precious, and I think to go easy and slow, and so I think my sensitivity of my energy work and being able to read a newborn and support a new situation is what I'm dreaming about right now, and I've got a couple new moms who I'm going to be helping starting in November. So that's very exciting.
Oh. That is so? Oh, that is so great to hear, and I think you will do so well, and I think other communication strategies will get you on our staff as well. I too believe this is a moment to put good intentions out there.
That's an amazing invitation, and it really does I'm almost feeling like I'm watching my life unfold in your words, because I am in a transition. I have had my energy massage practice for 20 years, gave that a bit of a respite so I could take care of my granddaughter. And now I'm finding myself at a bit of a crossroads and am drawn to being with these children and babies. But I also know that there's something to be expressed, and sitting quietly with people and holding energy and making space for them is a lovely thing. And I think that's allowed me to think, okay, now what's more for me? And I think it does have to do with communication. So the fact that you just said that is kind of blowing my mind. And the invitation is lovely. I say yes to life and to you. with the complete not knowing what could possibly be next, but wow, we are supposed to be together. You bring out a part of me that I enjoy playing with and being, and so let's see what happens. Why not?
I love how well you I love how well you see me, the really intelligent as well as zany fun person that I am. I have one more question for you, and that is, what do you think will happen with Bernie's campaign?
Oh, I first of all have to sit with that word zany, because that's really fun. So thank you for putting that in today. And Bernie's campaign. Oh, gee, I wish I knew. I've had to have a few moments of upset, because this is the first I've really been invested in a campaign. And I was just saying to my husband last night, I really want to thank Bernie for giving me a Poli-Sci 101 course. I was involved in my life and not much else outside of my little world. So he inspired me to take a look at broader goings on, and I have to say it's been pretty upsetting. There's a lot of bright light. The revolution is amazing. I see Bernie as the leader of our revolution, and a movement is about energy moving, so I love that. I'm a lover and not a fighter, so I'm looking for ways that I can move in peace and in love, and maybe that's where you come in, Mark. Maybe that's the revolution I'm looking for. Maybe that's, I think, being the light in this time, helping Bernie in ways that we're supposed to be doing, using our gifts. I think if we all just use our gifts for a greater good, then things are going to turn out. So I thank Bernie for all I've learned and the inspiration he's been, and boy, I don't know, but let's keep the revolution going, and let's hope that people go to the light.
Oh. I love and agree. Love and agree with all that you said and remain hopeful. Is there anything you want to add before we end this jolly chat?
I think that what I'm getting is setting the intention of being who we are, helping each other express that more fully for the good life. And it really is about being together and finding what our own gifts are. We are all looking for the same thing in different ways. I'm happy to be here with you, and thank you for inspiring me. You are an inspirational speaker. You are, truly. So thank you.
Thank you, Nancy, for being my guest today. This has been wonderful. Thank you, CCTV, for hosting this show. Thank you, viewers, for watching this show and joining my communication revolution. Goodbye and have fun living your good life.
We're all set. Thank you.
Awesome.